What makes CTR stand out from other kart racers? Let's talk about it!
Whoa!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy A here, and I am back with a bit of a video essay for some who may not be familiar with the hype or the uniqueness around Crash Team Racing. There were some comments that people have made to me in real life and in my comment section asking about why was CTR so good and why were so many people excited for a kart racer that is very similar to Mario Kart. If you are a CTR fan, you just died a little on the inside. I know, I feel it too. So, let's take a dive. Why do people love CTR, and why does it stand out from Mario Kart and other kart racers? Well, the first thing that we need to talk about is the number one thing that all good kart racers need: good controls. Awkward controls in other genres can be forgiven at times, but in racing games, you need to have responsive and logical controls that allow you to let instincts take over and not have to fumble buttons on your controller. Crash Team Racing has those sharp and responsive controls like any good kart racer, but it comes with what I like to think is a special sauce to the game. That is the R1 and L1 controls, more specifically the power sliding. On paper, it sounds confusing. If you think about it, the L1 and R1 buttons have three different functions. They are both the same as well, and they are used for jumping, drifting, and power sliding. Now, most kart racers today have some form of a drift mechanic that follows a very basic formula. Normally, you begin the drift and you hold it. The longer you hold it, the more it powers up. When you release the drift, you get a speed boost. Crash Team Racing, on the other hand, takes this common element and tosses it out the window. When you begin the drift, the bar on the bottom right begins to fill. If you tap the opposite button of the L or R1, you get a boost. If you get 3 in a row, you get an even bigger boost on the third time. To add to this, if you hold a drift too long, you will actually spin out. What this essentially does overall is it gives you more control of your speed while adding the challenges to not hold a drift for such a long period of time, which leads me into my next point. Most kart racers have difficulty levels or different rates of speed. Mario Kart has the CC system where you choose the top speed potential. Crash Team Racing, on the other hand, does not do that. Crash Team Racing only has one speed. If you drive like how you play Mario Kart, you likely will be playing at the closest to the slowest speed possible in the game. But start power sliding and you start picking up speed. The more speed you get and the more you maintain it with power sliding and boosting, the faster you will continuously go. Essentially, the game allows you to have complete control of how fast you want to go. There isn't really a maxed out speed limit like Mario Kart's system. However, another layer of depth that is added is how speed ties into shortcuts. Just about every kart racer has shortcuts, and CTR is no different. However, CTR brilliantly hides shortcuts for those who can maintain top speed. See, some shortcuts, like every other game, is simple and straightforward. You see it, you take it. You continue with a race, but they also have shortcuts that require you to maintain top speed. A perfect example is Polar Pass. See, if you're driving like you would Mario Kart, you would think that you would have to turn right and go around this wall. But the fact of the matter is that you can actually go over this wall and completely avoid the really annoying turn that you would normally have to take. But if you were to approach it as if you were playing Mario Kart, you would fail it almost every single time. But put some speed behind it from power sliding and suddenly you sail over it. But there's another shortcut that even if you're going fast, you can still screw up. See here, normally you would follow the boost pads, make a hard right, and then continue the race. But if you're going at just about top speed, you can actually launch off this rock and say forget about it to the annoying turn. Essentially, a driving factor to this game is the faster you go, the more access and the more options you have to maintaining a lead. Which then, again, leads to my next point. The game allows so much room to grow and improve. If you continue to push yourself, there is such a large room for improvement, and it's amazing. Learning the intricacies like reserves, sacred fire, U-turning, shortcuts, and many other types of techniques allows for so much more visible improvement. Here's an example of my own growth. As you may know, I uploaded every single track in the game onto my channel. Now, Here is some footage of my gameplay of Tiny Temple that is live on YouTube right now. Now, this is gameplay of me now on Tiny Temple. See the crazy speed difference? I learned about Blue Fire and figured out how to maintain it on this track, allowing me to go much faster than I did when I originally uploaded the video. I will be releasing a video on a guide on how to achieve Blue Fire and how to maintain it. In conclusion, what makes CTR stand out from other racers overall is its depth of gameplay. It allows for so much room for growth, and you see visual improvements the more you play. It doesn't have a crutch that maxes people's speeds to a certain point and allows a person's skill to really rise to the occasion. All in all, I think CTR is a great game, and I applaud Beanox for bringing it back to go toe-to-toe with other kart racers in the market today. By the way, a huge shout out to my Patreons and sponsors on the channel. I appreciate your support and letting me be able to do this full time as I got a family to feed. If you want to support the channel, the Patreon is in the description below, and be sure to subscribe for more nostalgic content. And while you're at it, why not check out another video I recently made? Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.